Hey team, thank you for watching this recording. Today, I want to share with you the secret managers our partner security team is working on, and I would like to get your feedback on two specific area. To start with, I just want to give a very quick context of what Secret Manager is. So Secret Manager is a tool or a survey that let users securely stores and manage the sensitive informations like API keys, passwords, certificates, and other credentials. So it will ensure the secrets are kept safe, unlike our variables, which is not recommended to store any sensitive information with. For our MVC, the secret managers would be only include stated secrets only, so no dynamic secrets to start with. And for MVC, Secret Manager will be available on project level only. So I am going to share my screen and to give you a quick walkthrough of the overall workflow of Secret Manager. So for Secret Manager, it would be a paid add-on feature. And once our user paid for the feature, they should be able to see the Secret Manager feature switch under a project in the general settings. By default, this will be turned off. Once user enabled it and then configured the user role or for specific permissions and save their changes, then user with the right permission will be able to see Secret Manager. The Secret Manager's location is to be advised, and we have the goal of combining secrets and variables together if possible, but the location is not yet confirmed. So once user have enabled the feature and they come to the Secret Manager, they would be able to see a list of secrets. On the listing page, they would be able to see the name of the secrets, the scope of it, and the last use, expiry, and the creation date, and the status of the secret. And each of the secrets come with the flyout menu, which user can perform some action. So like edit, disable, and delete. If user click on the new secret button here, they would go into the create new secret page. In here, user can give it a name, value, optional description, the environment and branches scope, the expiration date, and the optional rotation reminder. Once they fill this up with the information, and user can click add secret. Once they add it, they will be landed on the secrets detail page. One thing to highlight here is when the secret is created, the value would not be revealed in the UI for security reasons. So today, I would like to ask for feedback on two specific areas. So one is the action button on the secret detail page we're looking at. And the second is the permission dropdowns that I have shown to you before. So like I mentioned earlier, this added, disable, enable, and delete options can be performed on the secret detail page, which you're looking at here, and also in the flyout menu on the listing page I showed you earlier. I have a few questions that would love your feedback. So first of all is I'd like to understand, like, what do you think about placing all three action buttons in a row at the top of the secret detail page? Currently, this design is followed the existing layout in the admin area under CI/CD runners and one of the runners. So it's very similar with the edit button as an icon button, and then you have some sort of enable, disable, but in here is pause and resume. And the other one is delete this runner. So it's pretty much similar here, but my question here is there like a better components that we should consider if the three buttons in a row is not the best design we have? Hannah have recommended the drop-down disclosure components, and I've linked it in the agenda. One thing to consider, for example, if we want to change the enable and disable buttons to a toggle button, we need to think about currently when let me find it up here. So if user disabled and enabled a secret, there is a model will be triggered to list out what's the consequence of the action user taking before they actually perform the action. So if we have to change the components to a toggle, we'll need to find a way to concise this information, maybe on the help text. And also this help text needs to be on the fly out button as well if we are doing it this way. And come back to the detail page here. The other question is, well, based on what you will be discussing in the sync meeting, is what do we think of the button variants here? Because the edit button currently just an icon. What do we think of it being icon only, or like icon plus the label, or we should align with the rest using just label only? And the last thing on this is what do you think of the ordering of these three action button? Do you find it intuitive? Thank you. And next, I would love to ask some question on the permission drop-down. So like I mentioned earlier, this is a permission configuration, and it gives user flexibility to assign roles or individuals for specific actions. So for example, like a smaller organization may allow all the developers to create secrets, but maybe for a larger organization, they may limit developer to just consume existing secrets, for example. In here, I'd like to mention is when these drop down is it's clicked, then we will use this light box with groups. So the first group being the role, and then the second group being the users and groups, and user be able to search for a specific individual name using the search bar here. And what I've been thinking of is our current drop down with the combo box component doesn't really clearly display the selected item. So what I mean is, for example, if we go to the protected branches under repository settings, in here, you can see that I selected 2 roles and 4 users, but it doesn't tell me which roles and which users. It's easy when it's like on top of the list, but it is very hard if the list is really long, and it doesn't help if the user is not, the first few of them. So for the 4th user, I have to scroll all the way down to here. But you imagine you have like hundreds of users. This quickly become not very scalable. So the other places we have a similar things is the labels on issues, and I think it's a good things to have, because once you selected something, the labels is showing on the list, and you can see what you have been selected. So with this fault, I was thinking, coming back to the design, instead of just showing like 2 rows and 4 users here, maybe once users selected something with the drop down, we may be able to show the batches, for example, like a row as show as a batches and a user so as an avatar on the right hand side. So I have some early design before, not exactly like how I just described it, but was just thinking of like the batches like this, and of course with this maybe or may not be the dismissible button here, and so as the avatar, and showed it towards the right hand side of the drop down. And I would like to know, like, what do you think about this? And on top of that is if we chooses users, then we may need a way to remove it on the display as well. If not, then it will come back to the drop down, open it again, and then you have to search for that specific user, be able to remove it, which is quite a difficult and not a very smooth UX. And what do we think about this idea? And the last thing I want to ask is, would idea like this being considered introducing like new patterns or components, and would that require approval from other teams as well? So yeah, basically that's the question I have. And bonus question, if we have time at the end, I wanted to know, like, what do you think about today's session, like using the video recording for the UX review with the you guys discussing the feedback in the same call? And is there any suggestions for improvement? Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope I will see you next time. Bye.